love. Salam alaikum again, and welcome to this final panel, I understand, the music industry forward. My name is Big Huss, and I'm really, really honored to go through this. It's been a dream of mine, man. I've been dying to really do this, and it's going to be really incredible. The music industry forward. So just quickly, you guys, I want to just go over what you guys do and how incredible of people you are. So start, Iliam Sawar, Big Beards Entertainment. Make some noise for the brother right here. I know we're a little brother. Let's go. Iliam Sawar, just quickly tell us in one sentence, Big Beards, and what do you do?
Big Beards Entertainment is an artist management company based in Dubai, operating in the region, and tries to push artists from this region to play, abroad scenes.
And we salute you for that.
Yeah.
All right, Lobito Brigante, DJ Lobito. I remember the first time I said your name was emceeing, I said Lobito, and he's like, yeah, it's Lobito. But yeah, I'm saying it right now. DJ at Turntable Academy, big up to you. In one sentence again, tell us what you do.
I'm a DJ, I would say a cultural disruptor whenever I'm able to, and an educator.
Love that. Drop the mic right there. Saeed from the National, thank you to everything that you do, arts and culture, and thank you for writing the way you do. Yeah, if you want to add anything, you're one of our heroes for sure.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here. I work for the national newspaper in Abu Dhabi. I primarily look after the music section, and we basically cover, the interesting things that are happening, not both only in the UAE, but also across Middle East and North Africa.
Keep those style of interviews coming, bro. Big fan. Okay, DJ Brooklyn, host of DJ Brooklyn's Day Out, and overall an incredible personality, someone who's very, very talented, proud of him always.
Thank you.
Brooklyn, tell us if you want to add to that. But you are a kick-ass personality. I love you, man.
Appreciate that. Just a DJ, a student of the game, just trying to get by, understanding it more, building it more if I'm able to, and that's it.
Let's go. Albert Carter, my man, Emirates Music Summit. Overall, I know you for like 12 years online, and now we met. Big up to the work that you're doing, man. Again,
thank you.
I think he deserves a big round of applause, him and the rest of the team as well.
Team effort, teamwork make the dream work, man, including the guys on the panel and yourself as well.
Amazing. Okay, let's get straight into it. I don't want to have this discussion. We have like 45 minutes plus, and again, feel free to answer anything, any question I kind of give you, even if it's provocative, because I want to ask some provocative questions. Dave, let's get into it. When we say music industry, would you say we have an industry when it comes to local and alternative scene? By that, this topic has been risen here in terms of we have our Khaliji pop artists that are there, the Balqises, the Hussein al-Jismis. These guys have an industry. I'm talking about the local and regional kind of, is there an industry?
I think it is an industry. It definitely has room to grow. The industry over here is not your traditional sense of an industry. It's more around branding, but it is an industry. Now, the thing is, we have to learn to expand that industry, and that's where we're finding difficulties at. But the expansion of the industry is where what the future holds.
Again, what's interesting about this panel is diverse. Brooklyn, would you agree with that, or would you want to add to that?
It's definitely diverse. It's just that the problem, it's not a problem, it's just finding a way to go about it. If you looked at the industry here in the beginning, it's a copy of and paste of what's going on in the world, primarily the US. But unfortunately, the part where they copied and pasted was in the middle. So they went in the middle, copy, paste that middle, and then this is the industry. And knowing that, it goes wrong. It goes wrong in so many ways, and you'll find so many loopholes. Again, I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and I told him, it's like someone that converts religion. It's like you converting religions, right? When you convert to another religion, you don't come in the middle and say, hey, I'm going to take this part only and run away with it. No, understand the foundation of this religion before claiming it. And when that happens, you'll get a lot of miscommunication happening. You'll get a lot of misunderstanding happening. You'll get a vivid image of what the real thing is. And that's what the situation is in the current in the industry currently, in my opinion.
I'm not going to actually start with negative comments on this, but 15 years ago, I think UAE had a very strong industry here. Everybody was supporting everybody, the private sector, I mean, the public sector used to support a lot of local stuff. Also, corporate companies used to support a lot of local talents. A lot of things happened in the UAE and the region the past 15 years. And let's talk about 10 years from now. Like, I mean, from 2010 till now, a lot of things changed that made the industry very small and very locked down, kind of thing. But I think 2020 onward is gonna change the whole face of the music industry.
And we'll definitely talk about that. Saeed Lobito as well, I want to get you. Saeed, you cover a lot. You cover a lot, and I'm still asking the same question. You cover a lot from that international, scene and also local scene.
I mean, look, talking about the question, is there a scene? I mean, I've been doing this job for 8 years, and really what I'm realizing, the first 3 years, I did nothing. In the sense that, I had to first find out what the scene is. I mean, like, I think the big problem that we have is sometimes, we assume that the scene should be the same everywhere. So for me, the first 3 years of my job, I was just basically observing. And just finding out, the contours of the scene, and before that I was in Melbourne. So whatever I learned in Melbourne didn't even apply. I was covering the scene in Melbourne, so whatever I know just didn't make sense here. So because over here, branding plays a big part, corporations play a big part, tourism, there's all these extra flavors that I've never even considered in Melbourne, so I think once I think even as an artist, once you kind of understand, the major players that are involved, in the scene, you can then begin to kind of, address it or begin to navigate it. Because the biggest problem is people come from overseas or whatever, and they think, no, whatever worked in the UK, Australia works. No. You need to first take your time and find out what's happening here, and then navigate it in the best way that you know how.
Wow. Yeah, Saeed. Lobito, you've been here obviously for quite some time, and you've seen the evolution. If there's any, what do you think about what we're talking about?
So I think, I've always tried to operate outside of what I would say is the industry, just generally. I've been more focused on trying to build my own platforms and lanes, because when I came, there really wasn't, I didn't find any, after sending my stuff to a lot of different people, I didn't really get much of a response. So it made me realize that, maybe I need to create something instead of just relying on what was existing. And I think that process of then creating, connecting with the community, finding out what's going on, creating platforms, being able to connect other people, which yourself and so many other people here do so well. I mean, this is what this event is all about. This is what creates opportunity. So I always look at the opportunity. I wouldn't like to pass judgment on the industry, because I think it's a very small country. Just generally, I think it has huge potential, and it's a young country, and we've seen so much development generally as a country. So, I think it's just going to keep growing and growing. So I'm focused more on what can we do to push things forward.
Yeah, please.
I think none of us here on the panel, because each one of us has started a platform, so I think we're all believers of the industry and the scene. So if we don't believe, I don't think we'll be here.